Dear all of my students, let us start today with material related to the chapter 8, which is intrusion detection. When we go with this chapter as an intrusion detection, let's start here to define the different type of intruder. When we talk about intruder, we have mainly two type of intruder, or two most publicized threats to security, which is the malware and intruders. We can talk the malware here, which is related to the software attack, malicious software, which is related to the virus and worms and Trojan and different type of malicious software. And the other type of intruder, which is the intruder here, which is user or attacker from outside. We can go with the other definition that we say this is software trespass and this is user trespass. Then the intruder will be as a software attack or user attack. Generally refers to as hacker or cracker. Okay, then when we go with the intruder, then we have mainly three different type of intruder. Then we have what we call masquerader, misfeasor, and the clandestine user. These different types depend on from where is that attack coming. For the masquerader here, likely to be an outsider. This is attacking from outside of your organization. And misfeasor here, which is generally an insider, attacking from internal user. And clandestine here can be either insider or outsider. Let's go back here with the masquerader, which we said this is outsider. It means an unauthorized individual who penetrate system to exploit a legitimate user account. It means that external attack try to penetrate your system to get or to exploit a legitimate user from inside application or account for that legitimate user to get benefit from that information. Internal or misfeasor here, which is generally as an insider, legitimate user who misuse privilege. This is the most critical one, which is internal attack. It means that it's a legitimate user, have authentication and access right to the internal system. But this user have an access right for a specific application or for a specific database. But he tried to get a privilege from other application. We will see later why he doing this. Then he tried to misuse privilege of the information in the organization. When we come to the clandestine user, which we said that this is internal or insider or outsider, individual who seizes supervisory control to evade auditing and access control or to suppress audit collection. You know, when we come step by step with each other for how to make intrusion detection system, we have audit system to monitor the activity of the user of the application. If the user is external attack from outside, its behavior will be different from the legitimate user. That's why we have a log, we have an audit record, which is monitor the activity over that application. Then the clandestine user, when coming from outside, take the role of the administrator and try to suppress the audit record correction to prevent any monitor for its attack from outside. Then go back and said that intruder can be inside, can be outside, or can be combined between the inside and the outside to take the role of the administrator. When we come simply as an example of the intrusion for the system, can be a remote root compromise, web server defacement, guessing, cracking password, whatever this different type of intruder or example of intrusion for your system. When we go step by step with each other to the intrusion, then we will talk with each other about the different type of intruder as a masquerader, misfeasor, clandestine user, and we will talk about the security intrusion and intrusion detection. It means that you have an intrusion and then or intruder. We would like to countermeasure this by intrusion detection system. The intrusion detection system will be different type. Can be as a host-based intrusion detection system, can be network-based intrusion detection system, and using sensor, analyzer, and user interface. And also, we will come with each other in details, which is related to the host-based as an anomaly detection and signature detection. We will come to the audit record. And then when we come to the host-based, then we have also distributed host-based intrusion detection system. It means that for the intrusion detection system, we have host-based intrusion detection system, which is related to each host. You have intrusion detection system to protect the host, or distributed host-based intrusion detection system, which is for each host you have intrusion detection system. And also, we will go with the network-based intrusion detection system, distributed adaptive intrusion detection system, and we will come to the what we call honeypot. We will talk in details about the honeypot, which is looks like a virtual system to attract the attacker from outside, to monitor its activity, and then capture the attacker from outside. Let's go back here. When we talk about the insider attack, it means that this is the, like I told you, user trespass, internal attack, which is the internal user which have authority and access to the system, but he tried to make a privilege from that information. Among the most difficult to detect and prevent, yes, because he has an access, he has a access right to the system, but he tried to make misuse of this access right. Employee have access and the system knowledge. It means that he has a right to access the system, may be motivated by revenge, entitlement, which is employment was terminated. If he is terminated, then he tried to make use the information as much as he can, or taking customer data when moving to another competitor. It means that that user from the internal or insider can go and collect information to move this information to the competitor of your company when he go outside the company. We have what we call intrusion detection system and intrusion prevention system. As a security, we don't have 100% prevention system, but we try to maximize that type of protection when we said that intrusion prevention system. Intrusion detection system, it means that you can detect that you have intruder from outside, but the intrusion prevention system try to prevent the attacker from outside, but as a security standard up till now there is no 100% prevention. Can be useful, but also need this intrusion detection system and this intrusion prevention system, enforcement of least privilege, monitor logs, a strong authentication, and termination process. This is a different way of what we need to make use of intrusion detection system and intrusion prevention system. When we go with the identify the Internet Security Glossary as relevant to our discussion here, the following definition of the intrusion or the security intrusion coming under request for comment 2828. Then this is the definition of the Internet Security Glossary here under that RFC 2828. Then we have that definition, security intrusion and intrusion detection. Then we have security intrusion, which is security event or combination of multiple security event action happen that constitutes a security incident in which an intruder gain or attempt to gain access to system or system resources without having authorization to do so. Mean that the intruder he is unauthorized user. He tried to access the system to get benefit from the resources or the information you have. Intrusion detection is security service. Then this is a security event, and this is security service that monitor and analyze system event for a purpose of finding and providing real-time or whatever here attempt to access system resource. Let's go here. Maybe this is screen here. Okay, whatever. Then we have what we call the security intrusion and the intrusion detection. This is the service which is offered to monitor and analyze the system event for the purpose of finding and providing real-time warning of attempt to access the system resources. We will see with each other how the intrusion detection work through different techniques. When it comes to intrusion detection system, then we have what we call, like I said at the beginning, that we have what we call host-based intrusion detection system and network-based intrusion detection system. In the host-based intrusion detection system, we monitor the characteristic of a single host for suspicious activity. We will see with each other that each user, legitimate user on the system for any application, have its own what we call golden file, which is the average characteristic of that user on the access rate of the application he make use, how many page he print, how many page he read, how many file he can open, how many delete or update or add to the file. On the average for 1 week or 1 month, we have what we call golden file. This golden file, this is a reference when you have intrusion detection system as a host-based intrusion detection system to compare between the behavior of the attacker from outside and the golden file of the legitimate user. We will see with each other that details. Network-based intrusion detection system, which is monitor network traffic and analyze network transport and application protocol to identify suspicious activity. This is also here on the boundary of the network. Also monitor the traffic into the network. Is that on the also as a regular traffic or something abnormal? Then we have to monitor the application protocol and transport protocol related to the network, and then monitor and identify if it is attacker from outside or not. We will see with each other. Then as an intrusion detection system, like I said, host-based intrusion detection system and network-based intrusion detection system. Let's go here with the host-based intrusion detection system. When we come to the host-based intrusion detection system, add a specialized layer of security software to vulnerable or sensitive system. When you have a system with a sensitive information, then it's a layer of software which is deal with the intrusion detection system as a host-based. Monitor activity to detect suspicious behavior. Primary purpose is to detect intrusion, log suspicious event, and send alert to the administrator to take action against that attacking. Can detect both external and internal intrusion. If the internal or external, like we said, external attack or internal attack can be detected by host-based ID. Host-based intrusion detection system approach is intrusion detection anomaly detection system and signature detection.